As predictable as daybreak comes in the morning and dusk comes in the evening, that's how predictable that the lockdown is going to happen during your spring turkey season. Right now is the toughest part of the season, and every year, you know, we go through it. This is the week, this is the 10 days, about 9-10 days that I dread every year as a turkey hunter, and it always falls about the same time. A week ago, I killed 2 gobblers. Man, they were gobbling, they were coming in. Many of y'all was being successful. Y'all were hearing turkeys. But this week, the next, few days, it's just like they disappeared, gone, no turkeys around. And every year on Instagram, Facebook, emails, I will get messages, and people will say the same thing. What happened to the turkeys? I'm not hearing any. I was hearing a bunch. Now they've just disappeared. Did I do something wrong? Did I spook them? Are they gone? Will they come back? All these questions that people have. But the truth is, it's the lockdown. This is the period of time where the hens are with the gobblers straight off the roost. They're with the gobblers, with them all day long. They're just breeding all day long. They're feeding together, breeding. They're just with each other all day. And so when you're back here yakking on a turkey call and you're 200 yards, 300 yards away, he ain't got a gobble. He already got what he wants right there. So, it's just they're locked down right now. And this is also the time of year where the hens get really jealous. And that dominant hen many times, or that dominant gobbler, will lead him off. And that's what happened to me yesterday. I had this gobbler coming in. I'll show you in a minute. I had this gobbler coming in, caught him all the way off top of a mountain, all the way to the bottom with me. And a hen got between me and him and took him right off the other way. And that happens sometimes, because you got to remember, when turkeys are gobbling hard, they're attracting hens that's around them, okay? And if a hen's ready to go to that gobbler, and that's what happens in nature, she going to him because she hears him. And a lot of times that's what happens, and she gets right between you and him, and while he's coming to you, he sees the real thing, and he's out of there. He's going with the real thing. And that happens in the lockdown. And it's tough. It really is. But here's the thing. You can still be successful in the lockdown. You just got to grind it out. Set longer. Set up on well-known areas where turkeys are genuinely going to be. Now we're going to get back here a pretty good ways. That's why I'm doing this video and talking pretty loud, because we're still a good ways from where we're going to be sitting. And I'm going to go up, just sit where turkeys I know have been coming in there for the last couple of weeks normally. And it's lockdown, so they may just come through there this evening. It's not my favorite way to hunt them, but sometimes you got to. Also, this is the time of year where you apply tactics that you've been learning. Tactics and different calling tactics and different setup tactics. This is the time to put all that work and that learning that you've learned from this channel and other channels. This is the time to put them into action. I did a video a couple of months ago. Wasn't very popular. I don't know why, but I'll link it to this video. But on the dreaded sanctuary gobbler. Well, I had that yesterday. I called that gobbler off of a mountain all the way in the valley with me, and he was coming to me, and I did it by doing a tactic of going to that gobbler, calling to him, and going and coming back, sitting in the same place and going quiet. Y'all remember that video, some of you, but if you haven't, you need to watch it, because that's the tactic I use. If it had not been for that hen, guarantee you that turkey would have been right in my lap in just a few minutes, and I'd have killed him. But you can't stop the real thing out there. However, what if that hen wouldn't have showed up? Then I would have had another notch on my belt saying that tactic worked. And because I knew that tactic, it worked for me. And I call it a success, even though I didn't get him in because of a real hen. I called it a success when I called him off top of a mountain 500 yards and down, and he was coming to me. But hold on, because in just a few days, give it about 2 weeks from now, it's going to get good. The late season. That's that period of time when them 1.5-inch spur gobblers and them big old mature gobblers that ain't saying nothing right now, they're going to start getting vocal here in a couple of weeks when the hens start nesting, laying, and incubating them eggs, and they're by themselves. That's why I love the late season. This is my worst days of turkey hunting right here. I don't like it. I'm still out there hunting, but this is the time I don't like. But man, it changes here in just a couple of weeks. So hold on. Those that can hunt into May, hold on, because it's about to get good. And y'all see me do it every year without fail in May. Just one right after the other, killing gobblers. And many of you do the same. But let's go into that hunt. I'm going to show you this gobbler and how I broke him. and just show you the last couple of days of our hunt during the lockdown. It's been tough, but hey, you stay with it. Let's go into that hunt right now. It's 9:30. We ain't heard nothing. Kind of a tight-lipped morning, but we're just gonna kind of start easing through these ridges on the sides of them. Don't get on the top, get on the benches so they don't skyline you if they're over. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of walk out through this bench, which I like it because it's greened up, so it's going to kind of cover our moving a little bit. You know, we're getting into that phase, that dreaded week that honestly I don't like this week. I mean, it's the week of my birthday and I don't like it. I wish I'd have been born like the 1st of April or the 1st of May. That's why I've never killed one on my birthday. But my birthday's in a couple of days, but it always falls right in the week of what I call the lockdown. Henned up, not saying nothing. But you can still kill turkeys because, well, 2 reasons. One, you might find one that's been pushed off by a bigger gobbler and he's by himself up in the day like this. Or, you know, you just find one where the hens have kind of left him and he's by himself. Or coyote, bobcat, and other hunters kind of went through there and freaked them out and spooked them before you got in there. And now he's kind of away from his hens. So, I mean, there's always reasons you need to be out there because you never know when one might get fired up for whatever reason. But right now, it's just they're locked down. And everybody gets discouraged and they go, oh, what happened to the turkey? What happened to the turkey? I was hearing them a couple weeks ago and I ain't hearing them. Hey, they're still there. And we saw all kinds of scratching sign today, so they're still here. It's just they ain't saying nothing. But you've heard me say it before. They don't got to gobble before you kill them. Just get in here and hunt where they're at. I mean, we like for them to gobble because it makes it easier on us. And we like for it to happen like that. But eventually, you know, you'll get one to gobble. I'm sure we'll hear one before the day's out somewhere. It just might be 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, something. And we just keep on. It's like fishing. Just keep on casting that call out. So as you can see, you know, he was getting close. He really was. But by me moving forward and calling, going 60, 70 yards down the hill toward him, making him think that I was coming to him, and then turning around and going back to where I was originally set up and calling, thinking that hen's leaving and going quiet. He thinks the hen's left. And many times that breaks them sanctuary gobblers from a long way and brings them right to you. And that would have happened yesterday, no doubt. Would have happened without fail, guarantee it. Had it not been for that hen. But sometimes, you know, stuff's just out of your control. But will I keep that tactic? Of course I will. Will I keep it in my mind? Of course. I've been doing it for, you know, 27, 28 years. Of course I will, because it's worked for me. So when you find these turkeys that's hanging up and not doing, quote, right because they're in the lockdown, try different tactics, get in there and hunt them, and you'll still be successful in the lockdown. And if you're not, hold on, good things are coming in a couple of weeks. Hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, where you can stay with me all year long, and Patreon also, and you can give like a small $5 tip over there. That really helps us out when our videos maybe gets demonetized for the content, and you know, that really helps us out a lot. So we appreciate everybody that follows us and gives us a small $5 donation on Patreon. Also check out all of the sponsors and partners that we have. Check out their links below, and you know, check them all out. Make sure to check out Tidewe, where you can get a lot of great products, and use that promo code DALE for even a better deal. Blinds, boots, Rangerfinders, all that good stuff is over there at Tidewe. Go check them out. Stoker shotguns, and you know, Spring Fever custom calls, where you can get my Matt Dale Signature Series calls, including that little slide when it comes back on website. It's just sold out a lot, but that thing is a good sounding call. So make sure to check out all of our sponsors in the links below, and we'll catch you in the next video, hopefully with a big old lockdown gobbler.